Hi again, everybody. Short message here from Facebook. Sorry to bother you, just had to say this. I'm low contact with my mother, but included my parents and my aunt in my son's graduation yesterday. Just as the kids were funneling into the stadium, and I'm full on ugly cry. My mother slipped and fell on the stairs. My aunt handled it, and for once I let her. I was not about to miss my baby walking to his seat. She self injures or makes a half assed attempt anytime the attention's not on her. I think I did a pretty good job yesterday, though, even when she cornered me when I was cooking to show me her jewelry again. The self injuring narcissist to put the attention back on them. Virginia was one of those. Um, She used to like to try to schedule bullshit surgeries for whenever there was like a graduation or a birthday to make things about her. At holidays and Christmas in her older years, she was always the heavy breathing, the moaning, the groaning. I'm so sick. I'm dying. Um, this went on for I'd say a good 15 years of this nonsense with her. Constantly sick, constantly trips to the hospital, nothing wrong with her, nothing wrong with her, nothing wrong with her. She did have an open heart surgery, but that's because she ate like a fucking animal for 70 years before they finally had to clear out her arteries. But this is a common tactic of the narcissist when they're constantly sick, they're constantly, and it's always when you have an event going on where the attention's off of you and they want to bring it back to them. I had one friend whose mother held up their wedding for 4 hours because she didn't feel well, made a church full of people sit there for hours on end. I've heard of a few stories like that, you know, episodes at wedding receptions, you name it's what they do. Because like when they hide behind being sick, they look at, oh, you're going to attack a sick woman, you're going to attack a sick man like that. You're not sick, you're acting. You're acting. Virginia, my grandmother, she used to sit out on, because it got to the point where she was after the neighbors. She'd sit out on her front porch and they'd watch her and she'd be fine. She'd be walking around and everything would be fine. And they'd watch her. And then they'd watch as they went outside and she caught it. And then quick, she'd sit down and start groaning in her chair like she was so sick. And everybody eventually starting ignoring it. But yeah, you can't fall for the trips to the hospital. I'm constantly injured. I'm constantly hurt. I'm constantly this. I'm constantly that. It is just another tool of the older narcissist. This is something my father did as well. When my mother fell down the basement stairs and basically snapped her ankle off because her foot was this way, the bone was sticking out. And of course, my father called me, and I come and I kind of laughed as I looked up the stairs and saw him standing up there, at the top of the basement stairs as she's laying at the bottom. And I said, like, boy, isn't this a Lifetime movie of the week? And then the next day I get a call from him. I can't breathe. I can't breathe. I can't breathe. And I go over to his house and he's sitting there on the floor, like huffing and puffing. And I'm like, this is bullshit. And I knew it was bullshit. But I called the ambulance. So it was in the town there. I was a firefighter in, and they knew me. And I'm like, just go, just go. And he went to the hospital. Then I had, because my mother was in the hospital with her ankle, so then I had him in the ER with this bullshit. They couldn't find anything wrong with him. My mother in the hospital upstairs. And this was all on me at the time because my brother was already, sticking his fucking head in a snowdrift out in Denver, and smoking weed all day. Not that's fine, but don't leave me for all the freaking responsibilities. And they're always going to do it to you as the black sheep. because you're the one who's going to fall for it. You're the one that's going to come running as the enablers run away. Okay, until you're out of there, until they have some kind of angle to bitch you out about, you know, so they can try to get that inheritance or get that money or get whatever supply they're getting, whatever their motivation is to hang out with that narcissist to keep them in their lives. But don't fall for it. Don't fall for the fake sick acts, the fake injured acts of the narcissist, because this is another common tool. And as humans and as emotional people, you know, you're always going to try to go. Your natural instinct is to go and help somebody who needs it. But these people don't need help. They're only trying to steal the attention for themselves. So thank you for your message. It is a common problem, something I don't think I've really spoken about too much. But yeah, always keep that in mind when you're dealing with narcissists, even later in life. Thank you, everybody, for watching. And again, anybody who enjoys this channel, please consider contributing to the GoFundMe link in the description box so we can help this channel get bigger and grow. This is Ollie Matthews. I'll see you all again shortly. Bye.